What's up everyone, this is Spooky, back with another Zenless Zone Zero video. ZZZ 2.0 agent Ju Fufu released today. She's a cute new stun agent with several powerful buffs to add to your team. Today I wanted to talk to you about whether you should pull for her and what she could potentially add to your account. Whether you are a new player, an Xbox player, or even someone like me who has been playing for a significant amount of time. Ju Fufu is a stun agent with the ability to provide work off-field, similar to Trigger and Pulchra. However, her buff capabilities for attack or Rupture agents are on another level. Her core skill provides a powerful buff called Tiger's Roar. This increases the crit damage of the entire team by up to 50%, chain attacks by 20%, and ultimates by 40%. This is an insane buff, and it especially works well with Yixuan because although she scales attack into sheer force at only a 30% ratio, crit damage has no such scaling and is all applied directly to her damage. In addition, Ju Fufu also buffs max decibels for your ultimate. This lets you store a surplus of meter so that when you cash out, you can get to your next ultimate quicker, and provides 300 decibels on ultimate activation. This again pairs well with Yixuan in particular, who has 2 ultimates she can activate back to back. Now I have a lot of thoughts about how powerful Ju Fufu can be in your teams, and I also have some cautions before pulling for this character, especially you newcomers to ZZZ. Before I get into that, I want to talk about my sponsors at ldshop.gg, which is a great resource for getting some monochromes if you want to pull for Ju Fufu. This video is sponsored by LD Shop, the makers of LD Player. ldshop.gg lets you save up to 29% on Zenless Zone Zero monochromes, internet membership, and other shop goods. It's a safe and reliable way to top up at a discount. You don't need to give any personal information, just your server and game ID. You can also receive your first top-up double bonus and purchase unique packages as they become available in the shop. Here's an example of me using LD Shop to grab 3 months of internet membership. After putting in my server and user ID, I can quickly complete my purchase. Within 1 minute, the 900 monochromes, 300 for each month, were delivered to my account, and you can see on my calendar that 90 additional days of daily rewards were delivered. If you use the link in the description and comments of this video, you can receive additional discounts such as a 50% off coupon, which lets you save up to $50 on top of the low prices. Also, if you spend over $80, you can become a part of their VIP system, which gives free internet membership. Alright, so getting back into Ju Fufu's kit. Her power level is really astronomical with the great buffs she provides. She works best for Yixuan, but her buffs can also be provided to attack characters in general. She should also be very good with Soldier 11, Yuzuha, Hugo, Soldier 0 Ambi, and other attackers. Yuzuha can especially benefit because of the ultimate bonuses Ju Fufu will give to her. On top of this, if you build her with the King of the Summit Disk Drive set, you can provide another 30% crit damage on top of the immense crit she's already adding, totaling things up to 80% crit damage increase. This makes your build much easier on your various attackers. Crit damage after 200% tends to have diminishing returns, so you can build more attack on your agents to compensate and get full value, especially on your Drive Disc 4. For Silver Ambi, this becomes an extra special case, as she benefits from high crit damage values thanks to her own crit damage scaling buffs. As you can see, Ju Fufu has a high synergy with any and all attacker and Rupture agents, adding significantly to their damage while supporting them well. She brings out the best in attackers that want a high field uptime, has aftershock benefits, and stuns extremely quickly, even on special miasma enemies you will find in the Lost Void, Shiyu Defense, and Deadly Assault. Now I have talked a lot about the benefits of Ju Fufu, but I also have some warnings about this agent. First off, Ju Fufu is the most gear dependent stunner we have ever seen. You need to build her with over 50% crit rate as well as over 3,400 attack. This is extremely difficult to pull off without her signature engine, requiring near perfect disk drives. And that means if you want the most out of her, you'll probably have to get both her and her signature W engine. The good news is this engine is quite powerful, providing a 20% damage boost on top of helping smooth out Ju Fufu's overall builds. On top of this, she really benefits Rupture and attacker agents the most. Although in theory, her buffs would be excellent for characters like Miyabi, Yanagi, and Vivian, she does not provide any Decibel buffs to Anomaly agents. This makes her suboptimal for Anomaly or Disorder teams, despite the fact that you might have wanted to put her together with Miyabi. Sorry Ice Team fans, but you'll be leaning on your Lycan and Lighter for a lot longer. Now as for teams you can consider her in, there's one easy best choice. Ju Fufu, yixuan, and Pan Yin-Hu is going to be one of the most powerful teams in the game when well built, rivaling the best Miyabi teams you can make. Ju Fufu's buffs are as perfectly tailored for yixuan, allowing her to do the most possible damage, while contributing heavily to daze on the enemy, both on field and off field. Of course, Ju Fufu can also contribute to other attackers for your teams. Yixuan and Soldier Zero Ambi should benefit the most in theory, while her Decibel and crit damage buffs will add tremendously to their individual kits. Now I want to give some of my off-the-cuff thoughts about the future of your account as a free-to-play or new player to Zenless Zone Zero. Although yixuan and Ju Fufu really go best together, yixuan already benefits greatly from other supports such as Astra Yao, Caesar King, and even Chingy, who work surprisingly well with her despite not getting access to her additional ability. If you are new to the game and lacking on stunners, then really pulling for Ju Fufu is an easy choice. But if you already have a very deep account, such as I do, you may want to consider waiting for more news on the upcoming Spook Shack agents. Yuzuha especially is quite a mystery as a physical support, and Alice is someone you might be looking towards if you want more damage dealers for your teams. yixuan, even at Mindscape Zero, is already so powerful, and investing into a heavy yixuan team could leave you in trouble for future Deadly Assault rotations if your Team 2 and Team 3 are not up to snuff. So consider the future of your account heavily before investing into this character, and take a look at my recent tier list video if you want to get an idea of which of your current agents are already powerful. Thank you as always guys for checking out my Zenless Zone Zero videos and guides. Please leave your thoughts about Ju Fufu in the comments and whether or not you're gonna pull for her. Also, don't forget to request new videos you'd like to see here on the channel. I'm happy to be back, so follow the channel everyone and have a beautiful day.